new Life is Strange Max and Chloe Adventures. And DONTNOD, the developers of Life is Strange's new game that is due to launch later this month. Tell me why. Story, big secret finally revealed, and so much more in this video. So you know what, without wasting any more time, let us begin. What is up, SmackNPie here, and welcome back to another DONTNOD / Life is Strange / Tell Me Why video. Now, today I wanted to focus on two big things. First of all, Team Xbox, DONTNOD, I apologize, it took me long to make this video, but we're finally here. But first, we need to talk about Max and Chloe, their new adventures. Now, as we all know, Life is Strange comics is a thing. And actually, some of the stories, the first 4 issues are by far the best ones right now. Life is Strange comics are for the fans of Max and Chloe, and who sacrificed Arcadia Bay, I should have said spoilers alert, in first Life is Strange's ending. And comics is a way to continue their adventures, Max and Chloe's adventures after that. Now, Titan Comics, the team behind Life is Strange comics, they announced new series for Life is Strange comics called Partners in Time, and the first issue's official trailer is out, and they said, and I quote, Titan Comics has announced that Square Enix and DONTNOD's excellent story adventure title Life is Strange will be receiving a new comic line later this fall. The upcoming issue of Life is Strange comic, which will star fan favorite characters Max and Chloe, will release on October 14th, 2020. Issue 1 titled Life is Strange Partners in Time. Readers will experience an alternate timeline in where Max left Chloe back in time, but will have to stop running and rewind time to face her responsibilities. Comics are really clean. The potential that could have been explored for Max's powers, because rewinding time is not a small thing, and when you have that kind of responsibility and power, you can explore so many stories and so many possibilities with that power, and comics is doing just that. All the messed up timelines, all the messed up Chloe's, Rachel's, their own parents, Warren, Max's herself. You know what? Subscribe right now. I'll buy it for you guys and read it here, and if you guys like it, you can buy it too. I personally like the physical version, but you know what, we're gonna start with digital and see where it goes. Anyways, now with that being said, let's move on to Tell Me Why. Tell Me Why is DONTNOD's new adventure game that is due to release later this month. I'm super excited for it. The story follows two twins, Ronan twins specifically. Now I have some context to the story, unlike last time, and they're meeting together after a long time, specifically after a strange event that happened in their childhood. We're gonna get to that in just a second, but I gotta give shout out to Team Xbox and DONTNOD, because I know I'm late to the party, but I got some good content to back it up. Ladies and gentlemen, just a couple of days ago, your boy received some high quality intel on Tell Me Why game, a package from Alaska. Yes, that contains some important information regarding the story. Now, I'm gonna show the footage of what I got from the mail. We have a flyer, or at least a torn flyer, from Making Space. Join us for the first annual Queer Prom, a torn flyer. This was where it's supposed to be the community working together, and community has worked together. I know I'm late to the party, but if you closely zoom in, you can see location, north coordinates, which means someone else have west coordinates. We have a postcard from Mount Roberts, Alaska, USA. If you turn and flip, the postcard is from Chase, and if you check the other one, you can also see Welcome to Dallas Crossing, and this has some really important information like Dallas Crossing Chamber of Commerce, Safe Harbor, Sound Business, and I've read all of this good stuff, but my favorite of them all are the 2 letters by the twins themselves. Why all of this is so important, I'll get to that in just a second, because it reveals a secret pathway and passage to something really cool. But we're gonna read the twins' letter. Now, first one is from Tyler. Hey Aaron, one of the characters they're gonna meet in the game. Aaron, you know I'm bad at this, but just wanted to say, you've been the best counselor and at-risk yet redeemable youth could want. Thanks for putting up with me and helping me in more ways than you know. I'll try to make it count outside Fireweed. Survival is rebellion. Of course, I'll get to the story in just a second, but Allison's letter is by far the most interesting, and she has become my favorite character of this game so far. Now, what Allison says, let's read it. Quote, Dear Tyler, I know you're thinking, a letter? Why all weird and format? What's wrong with emails? Well, I figured, hey bro, just wanted to give my twin a shout before revisiting after 10 years of Swamp Dewey. Is more like letter territory, whatever. You'll thank me when we're 90 and the machines have taken over and you still have something to read by candlelight. See, always thinking ahead. Anyway, I can't believe you'll be out for real in few weeks. What? amazing. I'm definitely going to be awkward when I see you, so please try not to notice, okay? How's your last month going? Are you sad about leaving your mentees? I bet they're going to miss you. I got my tires replaced, so I'm all good to pick you up, and you can save the snark when you see my ride. She's been through a lot, and we can't all be the car guys. Anyways, the Vecchies let me take the day off so we can go straight to the old house and get it ready for the sale and everything. Can't wait to never think about that place again. I really can't wait to see you. I don't know if I made that clear. Love you, Allison. Now, from the get-go, this is all just like Life is Strange all over again, except this time we're getting all of this good stuff before the game actually comes out. And DONTNOD, thank you for doing that. Thank you for making me a part of this. What was going on basically, if you go to tellmewhygame.com website, and they actually tweeted this on their official Twitter, is that on their page there is a section called secret, right, with pre-order section, and if you click on it you get a protected secret and it asks for a password. Now, the community of Tell Me Why on Discord, Twitter have been trying to find out the code for weeks, and thanks to all these intel from many people, they have figured it out. Ladies and gentlemen, I want your attention directly to two things. Number one, the letters, trailers, and all of this, and the plot of the game itself constantly points towards the biggest thing that is just apparent in our face, and that is the childhood of Tyler and Allison. Y'all need to remember, Tyler and Allison are twins, so when we talk about their childhood, we talk about both of their childhood. So keep one thing in mind, and of course, now that they're coming back, we've seen from the gameplay, we've seen from both trailers that they're coming back to this, they'll learn about their childhood stuff, what actually went down when they were kids, that specific time, specifically when that trailer showed what happened with Tyler and the mother. Now I want your attention to this flyer called Making Space, which was a queer prom, of course. This was supposedly for all Tyler, Allison, and their friends to meet up and have a party. You can see the location as well as the coordinates for north and west. Now I want your focus on why this intel is important. So many people received these sort of intel, some people received different part, but regardless, this flyer, no one person got the entire flyer. It was torn in half. Some people got the first half. If you look closely and you match both of them up, you can see the entire location. Location is from Alaska, of course, but what's important is the coordinates. Find the coordinates in Google Map and you search it, you get a location, but if you zoom out, it has this eye symbol, the eye symbol that is exactly on the website of the Tell Me Why game secret protected code page. And also, when you look at the flyers, you can clearly see that same eye symbol on both the flyers that other people got and that I got. Now, before like 2 weeks prior to getting my part, because thanks to shipping I'm literally maybe the last person to get the intel. Either way, I'm privileged and grateful for it. But if you see, there are some eye symbols on either the numbers or the letters. Now, at that point, I dismissed it because I didn't have my own stuff yet. But this, to me at that time, was super important because I was like, why are these specific eye symbols? There must be some clues to it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you put together, there are 4 eye symbols on the entire flyer, and if we put together those, we get the number 3947. Now, at first, if you put 3947, it doesn't give us anything, and you're gonna dismiss it, of course. Now I want your point number 1. Childhood. Y'all remember when I said childhood? The childhood is so important. The twins' childhood in specific, and mechanic is the childhood, of course. How can we use the childhood scenario with 3947? This is where the Discord server comes in. This is where the Tell Me Why community comes in. If you still haven't put 2 and 2 together, 7th March 1994, 3794, the twins' birthday was literally right in our face all this time, and this flyer gave us the biggest hint, putting the coordinates, seeing that eye symbol, going back to the flyer, seeing the eye symbol again on the top of the numbers, reshuffling them, and you get yourself the code for the secret passage. Now, what's more cool is that when you get there, when you put the password, you see this lady. It's from the Goblin that they're using lore, of course, and when you click on it, you get a downloaded file, and when you download the file, it is a zip file, and when you extract it, you get some cool stuff, 9 stuff to be specific. Now, the first 2 are from the Book of the Goblins. We're gonna skip past that because the other 7 files are the concept and the cosplays from the game themselves. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you can see the first one is the concept twins room. This is reminding me so much of Captain Spirit, the awesome adventures of Captain Spirit. Can we get a sequel on that little kid, please? It's giving me all of that good stuff vibe. The next concept is, of course, the outside and it looking so clean Alaska. They weren't lying when they said that is a beautiful town. And the third concept is, of course, the exit view of the dock. You can see the awesome view. But this reminds me of Beyond Beyond Two Souls concept art for the ending of one of the endings. I'm not gonna spoil it, of course. The next one is, of course, Ronan House Garden Shed. This is gonna be super important for the story itself. Then this is where, of course, the staircase. If y'all remember, I posted a soundtrack for Tell Me Why. This is exactly what it looked like in 3D. I posted the video on the channel, of course. And finally, my favorite cosplays. First, we're gonna get to the Tyler's cosplay. As you can see, his jacket, Fireweed, of course, Tyler Ronan. You can see the goblin on the bottom left corner. I hate goblins. Solving this, even though I wasn't the one who solved it. It was the Tell Me Why community on Twitter and Discord, specifically Discord, but it genuinely felt like I am investigating. I felt like a little investigator. Now I want to take a course in investigating. And my favorite character of Tell Me Why game, Allison Ronan. And of course, you can see her standing in a pose. She has her diary, snowflake sweater. Give me those goodies. But that was, ladies and gentlemen, the secret mystery solved for Tell Me Why, the story so far for Tell Me Why of Ronan twins, as we move forward to the launch of Chapter 1 later this month. Thank you again, Team Xbox and DONTNOD. We're gonna keep an eye out on Life is Strange 3, Life is Strange comics. Of course, we're gonna play the game when it comes out, and this was by far the best lead up to an episode of any game by DONTNOD. I hope they do that for Life is Strange 3 if they are making one, and I hope they do that for Twin Mirror as well. But for now, Allison is my favorite pick, and I'll see you boys all the way.